you begin to initiate your journey into one-piece flow, you will quickly realize that implementation of one-piece flow will not be the same for everyone. Some people will implement value stream by value stream, cell by cell, department by department, or even person by person. Keep in mind that implementation should always be from the customer's perspective. For example, from customer to final assembly, from final assembly to sub-assembly, from sub-assembly to the feeding process, from raw materials, components, and receivables to procurement. Many organizations choose to normalize one-piece flow at different points in the organization. For example, at the point of a customer order or in a final assembly line. One example might be a sandwich shop that operates in an assemble-to-order fashion. They establish supermarkets that contain the supplies to assemble the final product. When the customer orders come in, they can simply assemble the final product and meet the customer needs. This makes it much easier to build to demand and oftentimes can act as the first initial step in your transition to one-piece flow. Keep in mind that the full potential of one-piece flow cannot be realized until you travel upstream implementing single-piece flow in each area. Please also keep in mind that as a business, you still need to fulfill your customer orders and implement your pull system. Why do we mention this? Oftentimes, an organization will begin transitioning everything to one-piece flow before doing anything else. And while this can be one of the most effective ways to reveal waste, you must also manage that waste with customer demand. For example, if a line has no understanding or skill set in the area of quick changeover and they transition to one-piece flow, that line will stand very still until quick changeover is successfully implemented, especially if you have a large number of products and product lines. One thing that you should pay close attention to is monuments. We don't want monuments in lean, just-in-time, or pull systems, not even in one-piece flow. But sometimes the transition away from monuments is very difficult to do and takes time. This can really hinder your initiation of one-piece flow. With this in mind, you may want to consider investing in smaller, more portable machinery as you implement one-piece flow. And if this is not a strategic option that you are ready for, then you may consider making your monuments mobile. You can do this by putting machines on casters, wheels, or sliders depending on what the piece of equipment is. You will also want your people to stand as they work. This will give them the ability to move around if necessary. Remember, the transition to one-piece flow is not always an easy one. You will not hit the target on the first try. It will be a process of PDCA, planning, doing, checking, and adjusting or acting. It will take you many attempts before you reach the perfect state. Now, before we go, let's take a bit of time to stretch our minds a little bit by pondering the following question. Where would be a good place for you to try starting your one-piece flow journey? You can answer in the comments or the upcoming assignments section, and we'll see you in the next module.